Nothing we're doing is hurting anyone. We're so lucky that everything that we create here, you're not just creating it to make money, you're actually gonna help someone no matter what.
Right now, it's all illegal. That's the bottom line. It is not permissible in the country of Canada right now to be selling edibles.
I have nothing really to lose other than cannabis. If I didn't have access to it myself, I don't know where I'd be.
Bandana girls.
Meet the High Five, an all-female crew who organize monthly cannabis pop-up markets that specialize in edibles. These markets are a new phenomenon sweeping Toronto, and it's totally illegal. Come October, Canada will be the second country in the world to legalize weed. While inhaling dry cannabis will be legal, selling cannabis-infused edibles will remain illegal into 2019. One of the most interesting things happening now is that big business is dominating the market and pushing out the black market, which is full of people who have been part of the cannabis community for years and paved the way for legalization. Some of those people are in the High Five. I met up with their co-founder, Sarah Gillis, at one of her markets. And while other black market pop-ups are male-dominated, this one appeals to women and the LGBTQ2 community.
So we're gonna stuff these bags. There should be 100. Hey guys, I'm gonna be opening the doors up now. And yeah, have a great market, thank you.
What led you to start doing the pop-up markets?
So I have like my own brand of baking, and we just thought it's so cool to be able to meet the makers. When we started, we were very like, okay, what would a legal market look like? And as an entrepreneur, how would you showcase your product? So we thought of dosaging, lab testing, children's warnings, nutritional information, your packaging, how that looks, like to keep it really professional, because before you just get a brownie in a sandwich bag, if you're lucky maybe in a napkin, you know what I mean?
Since selling cannabis-infused edibles will remain illegal after October, the High Five are at risk of being shut down at any time. We spoke to Toronto City Councillor Joe Mahevic, who says that there is still a lot to consider before making edibles legal.
How will you control dosage? How will you educate the public on the effects? We need standards. We need to know how we're going to monitor this. And it's not a way of saying no. It's a way of making sure that it is done in a safe, healthy, clean environment and doesn't impact people negatively. Right now, it's all illegal. That's the bottom line. It is not permissible in the country of Canada right now to be selling edibles.
It's packed.
I know. Oh, yeah.
Have you ever had to deal with police?
We've had them come by in the past, but a lot of the time, like maybe they'll park outside and they're just making sure everyone's safe. I've never had, luckily, a complaint from a neighbor.
People take big risks to manufacture and supply consumers with edibles. We visited a kitchen and met the head baker who sells her products at the High Five pop-up market.
We're making some Pride Blondies today. This is butter infused with distillate. The dosage of our distillate items is 115 milligrams. The tray is 32 pieces, so it's 3.68 grams of distillate for the whole tray. So it's a lot more precise. It's easier to manage because we can use a syringe and we can get a lot of more precise measurements.
There are huge repercussions if you're caught selling edibles. Even after the new cannabis law is introduced in October, selling edibles will be punishable by up to 14 years in prison.
You're very proud and wanted to be shown on camera. Why have you made that decision?
I think it's because I really care and I have nothing really to lose other than cannabis. If I didn't have access to it myself, I don't know where I'd be.
The High Five says their pop-ups aren't just for recreational users. They have customers who rely on these edible products for medicinal purposes.
So what brought you to this cannabis event today?
I can always get access to flower, but that's not always good enough. I got to be able to medicate in all situations, and markets like this allow me to. Like, they're saviors, and I can get my RSO, and which is Rick Simpson oil, which halves my opiates and halves like my pharma, like anxiety meds, and it just feels so good to get off of some of those medications.
Why do you think the government is so hesitant to jump in with edibles?
I think consistency. I think testing is not quite perfect yet. And you're not just working with food, you're working with essentially pharmacy. So to have those two like worlds that are on their own so detailed. How do I do that together now?
Cannabis has helped me so much. I think every human deserves a chance at that.
These products are my life. They give me my life back.
I can't but encourage folks to respect the law, and that if they don't, there are potential consequences.
What keeps you involved in this industry, given these risks that you're personally facing?
Yeah, I think like I joined when I was like in my teens, so it's kind of like what I know. Now we're giving back to the economy, we're creating jobs. Nothing that we're doing is hurting anyone. We're so lucky that everything that we create here, you're not just creating it to make money, you're actually gonna help someone no matter what.
One thing that is clear from the market is there is a huge demand for edibles. With cannabis legalization around the corner, the Canadian government isn't meeting those needs. Being a medical patient myself, I hope to see the Canadian government quickly figure out the complexities around edibles so people can get access to cannabis in the way they choose to consume it.